is, who is K Bell? Well, K Bell is, I am a singer, songwriter, entrepreneur, actress slash model. So if you haven't been following me throughout the course of my music career and you just now know who I am, I have 5 albums out and 3 singles. The first album I dropped was called No Guarantees back in 2014, and then 2 years later I went back to my gospel roots and I dropped my second album called Rebirth. Then fast forward a little bit, I believe it was like 2019, I dropped the album Your Body. So I went back to R&B. And then after that one, the next year in 2020, I ended up dropping a single called Every Day. And then in 2021, I dropped another single called No Games. Both of these singles end up leading to my 4th album called Doing Me, which was released in 2021. And then 2022, I just released an album called Love Story. And then in 2023, I released my latest album, She Rockin' That. I'm sorry, it's called Rockin' That. The reason why I ended up mistaking the name was because this song was created for my business. When I said I was a business owner, I do have 2 businesses under my belt. So that song was created just for that, to pretty much promote my business, and I wanted to do a song for my business. So I collaborated with 2 other artists, and we came up with Rockin' That. And so my first business that I had is basically called Music for the Soul. So all the music that I release, I definitely release it under my independent music company called Music for the Soul. I've also thrown some events over the course of my time. Like technically, they were pretty close together. So it was 2021 and 2022 where I ended up doing some events, and I definitely want to throw some more and just tweak it. So in 2021, Labor Day, I collaborated with another artist, and we threw a black and white Labor Day comedy and R&B show. It was actually a pretty dope show. We had some great artists. I performed on it, and we had some other artists and comedians perform as well. The next one I threw was March of 2022, where I was able to throw a Kings and Queens of R&B show, and I got a lot of different artists on that one. And again, I put myself on it. So you can see the trend here. If people don't know who you are and you're working to try to get it, if opportunities are not available to you, create your own and help you to get to know who you are. There's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes it can be kind of costly. So the key is to work smarter, not harder, which is what my goal is for this year, to help go ahead and bring more awareness to my brands. And then the next one I threw was in May of that year, and it was like Ladies Night Friday. So it was a little thing to help collaborate my hair business that I got with my music one. So we had I had a lot of different male artists would turn out. It was like a group, and there was another one that kind of acted like, they kind of reminded me of New Edition a little bit, because there was like some individual artists, like it was an individual artist and then a group, and then they collided, pretty much collaborated together and were singing together sometimes. So it was a pretty dope show. Like they were really good, and everybody, all the ladies enjoyed hearing them. So it was a really great show. So then that brings me to my next business, which is She Rockin' That Hair. She Rockin' That Hair basically is an umbrella for 2 other businesses that I have, which is She Rockin' That / She's Rockin' That. She Rockin' That basically sells makeup, purses, anything that doesn't have to do with hair that I sell. And then He Rockin' That pretty much focuses on the men. So I sell shaving cream, facial cleanser, and also aftershave toner. And eventually I'm going to branch out to create my own shave razors and straight razors, because I am a licensed cosmetologist and barber. So everything that I do, I want to pretty much create it around what I actually do, so that if people ask me questions, I can vouch for it. I use everything that I sell, and even my hairline, I wear that hair. So that's basically who that is, as far as me being the business owner, the entrepreneur, all that. That's who K-Bell is. And then when we move fast forward, I am a actress, so I got into acting last year. It was pretty dope. I ended up going and doing my first film. It was called Choices, and that also led to me ended up being featured in it was a short-lived little mini-series called Black Love Stories. So it had 2 episodes that are actually out on YouTube, so you can go watch those. So that's where I did dabble in the acting. Also, when I said I occasionally model, I modeled last year as well. So last year was a big breakout for me with a lot of stuff. So in May of 2022, I ended up walking in a fashion show for Mother's Day, and it was a pretty good experience. I enjoyed it, had a lot of fun, modeled some designers' clothes, and that's what it was. So, and all in all, if you haven't got the gist of things, just of who K-Bell is, I'm definitely a go-getter. So I go out to get mine. I've learned some valuable lessons that, you know, that sometimes you can't wait for everybody else to give you opportunities. You got to create your own, and I'm still doing that. So until I get to where I want to be, or I end up getting launched into like that platform that I really want to be on a major record label or whatever, the indie is what I do. I just kind of put everything out on my own and try to pray for the best. So, you know, you just gotta have that mindset. So K-Bell is all about creating opportunities, opening a way for herself, or should I say myself, and just doing what I gotta do as far as hustle-wise to get to where I want to be and achieve my goals. So don't worry, there is so much more from K-Bell that has not been done yet. So stay tuned for more. Okay.